Oh no, I've dropped the bike. Whatever shall I do? No. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be heading up to Britannia Beach today. That's just a bit past Furry Creek, where the last time I got trapped by those two landslides. So I'm going to check out the back side of it and see where those roads go. I already know that I won't be able to make my way through to Furry Creek, but it looks like there's some logging roads up there, and so we'll check that out. And I'm also got a self-recovery system that I want to test out, and so we'll set that up and see how that works. We've got some great weather. Sunny days are here. All right, let's hit the road. My garden's even starting to grow. The weather's getting so good. You see on my double take mirrors, I added some theft-proof, allegedly theft-proof little tightening nuts. So they have a little cap that fits in there so that this just spins. So somebody walking along can't just come and take my fancy double take mirrors. I even remembered to put my earplugs in. So one less stop. So this is the turnoff for Cypress Mountain, and that's where I did all my snowboarding videos this winter. And we're just a few kilometers away from the start of the Sea to Sky Highway, which takes you all the way up to Whistler and beyond. Definitely one of the nicer drives, the Sea to Sky Highway. So we're just pulling into Britannia Beach now. It's an old mining town, settled around 1900. It used to be a copper mine. There's a huge mine front that you can see when you're driving, especially coming down the highway. Used for a lot of movies. Now up here you can do mine tours and even pan for gold. So they fixed that up. It used to be full of broken windows. Now you can do tours. I'm trying to think, I know I've seen it in a movie, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But definitely they use it for filming a lot. Alright, head up this road and see where it takes us. Alright, looks like we got a manageable gate to get around here. Alright, I've studied the line. We'll see if I can do it. Once I get around the corner, it should be easy peasy. What was that? Not exactly the way I planned it, but through. All right, so the map shows there's some trail here, so let's check it out. Hopefully no more gates. This was all for nothing. Oh wow, a perfect spot to skid. Whee! I think I'll have to do some adjustments on the suspension. Feels a bit soft. Oh no, I've dropped the bike. Whatever shall I do? All right, it was unbelievably good luck that my bike fell over right by this perfect anchor of a tree. And it's just too heavy for me to lift. I've tried and tried, so now I'm gonna try and rig up a system using all this gear. So we've got a rope, some carabiners, a couple pulleys, some webbing, and I'm going to rig it all up into a pulley system that will hopefully be able to easily pull this bike up. All right, I'm going to set this all up and then I'll explain it. All right, I've got the rigging system set up, so I'll just go through it a little bit and tell you some of the faults with it and how you can improve on it. So first off, I bungee corded the brake, thanks to my wonderful viewers who suggested that. And then I've attached some webbing to 2 points and anchored it in the middle here. And so this is the anchor rope right here, the outside one. And this is the pulling rope. Hey look, I've got some visitors. Hi wolves. Hey, man. Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, I've got a prusik set up with a pulley and a carabiner up at the top. This is the pulling line. Say bye. See ya. And then another prusik, which is attached to another carabiner and another pulley. So there's the pulling line right here. And so what the prusik does is every time I pull, it's going to grab onto the rope and stop it from sliding back. So there's a lot of tension on it right now because I've just started to pull and put it some tension, so you can see how this is working. This attaches to the carabiner and stops it from backsliding. Don't ask me how to tie it because I'm terrible at knots. I had the guy at the store tie the prusiks for me, and lots of videos on the internet will show you how to do it if you want to do it yourself. And so that's going to keep the tension every time I pull through the pulley. And then let's give that a whirl. All right, so now every time I pull, I may get a little bit of backslide, but it should hold the tension. And you can use your body weight even to just walk back if you have a good purchase. So I'm just leaning into it with my body and then letting it hold the weight. Lean in. Now we're halfway. I'm almost out of pulley rope. So I could always do a longer pull depending on what I was doing. Or I could reset if I needed to. But I think you guys get the idea, and from here I'm pretty sure I could push it up. We're only halfway. Make sure if you're doing it and you're on a flat slope, you put your side stand down, boom, like so. Now because of the slope I'm on, I'm just gonna unhook it, take the brake off, and slide it to flat ground. So there are a bunch of different ways you could set up your pulleys. If you know a lot about rigging systems, I hardly know anything. So I'm just going by what I was shown once. And so this system you can do on your bike. If you had to sit astride your bike and pull it, you could set up the anchors a little differently on the front of your bike. So there's different ways you can try that. But this is just a basic pulley system that you can get the bike up if you're on an awkward slope or you were struggling or you're really exhausted, like I usually am. Then this is an easier way to get the bike up if you need to. I'll just talk about a few of the issues that I think are wrong with this system that you guys can probably improve on if you really want to. I just bought this rope. It's 8mm rope. Cheap on Amazon. I bought some cheap stuff. The problem with this rope is it's not static and it's a bit springy. So it pulls and then it lets go more than if you had a super static rope, that probably would be a lot better if you want to spend the money on that. Or if you had two pulley system instead of just one pulley on each, it would be a lot easier to pull, so you can get two pulleys. So then you get a 4-to-1 ratio or a 5-to-1 ratio, and then you'd be pulling like 1,000 pounds. You could pull with like 200 pounds of force. So it's much better. But overall, for a very basic, cheap recovery system, it's not bad. The carabiners and well, a couple of those carabiners I had, those are climbing rated. There's one that isn't. The pulleys, got them super cheap on Wish, so I would never use them for climbing, but for something like this, it's fine. No big deal. The webbing and everything like that, everything else is pretty cheap. So the whole system I probably put together for like 30-40 bucks. You can spend 100-300 bucks if you really want to go super hardcore. But I think this works well for me. So yeah, maybe just the rope. A more static rope would be a lot better. All right, let's get back to some riding. One challenge left, getting around that gate. So much for that brake slide. No anchors here. Just good old-fashioned lifting. Oh, stalled her. I guess that's what's known as a high side. Okay. Woo! That was my first almost full circle. No, I got her. There you go. Oh shit. Okay, that's enough practice for today. I gotta save some energy to get around that gate. That catching on the high side is not a good idea. So I just gotta come up here, take a wide berth, do the skid in the mud, and then I got a couple lines. It's gonna be nothing. Easy as pie. Oh my God. Holy fuck. Jesus. That was ridiculous. Apparently it's 28 degrees. That's too hot to be mucking about like that. Alright. One more gate, but that one should be straightforward. Well, that's about as straightforward as they come. Well, That last little bit was truly an adventure. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Oh, fucking Christ. Fuck. Fucking Christ. Fuck. Fucking fuck.